When people think about ranch buyers in Arizona, they usually imagine one single type of person. Someone on horseback, someone who has lived a lifestyle their whole life, or someone who grew up on land and just wants to get back to it. But here in Southern Arizona, the truth is completely different. There are 5 very distinct types of ranch buyers, and each one is looking for something totally unique. And the type of buyer you are says everything about the kind of property that will actually fit your lifestyle, your goals, and your expectations. So today I'm breaking down the 5 types of Southern Arizona ranch buyers, how each one of them thinks, what they care about, and what they absolutely need in a property and which category you may fall into. I'm Meagan Estee, your AZ homegirl. I help people just like you buy, sell, invest, and relocate with confidence all over Tucson and Southern Arizona, especially when it comes to ranch properties, acreage, and lifestyle homes that offer space, views, and freedom. Before we get into the ranch buyer personalities, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below with which ranch buyer type that you think you are. I love hearing your guesses, and trust me, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you fit. And if you want my free buyer guide, seller guide, or relocation guide, text me at 520-980-9880 and I will send it right over. All right, so let's jump in. The first type of ranch buyer in Southern Arizona is the Equestrian Purist. These are the buyers who know exactly what they want because the property isn't just a home, it's a full lifestyle for both them and their horses. The Equestrian Purist cares about things most buyers don't even think about. They're looking for arena space or room to build one, a tack room or space to add one, covered stalls or the potential to create them, along with safe fencing, level ground for training, easy access to riding trails, and yes, shade. Shade for horses is a big deal in Southern Arizona. This buyer type is usually very experienced with land and animals. They know the difference between good footing and dangerous footing. They know which washes flood and which stay manageable. They understand water needs, they understand acreage, and they understand soil. And they appreciate properties that have been well loved and well maintained. The biggest mistake this buyer type makes is falling in love with a beautiful home on acreage without really confirming whether the land layout actually works for the horses. Sometimes you'll see an incredible house, but the slope is slightly wrong, or the fencing is wrong, or the access road is too rough for the trailers. So if you're an equestrian purist, the key is this: don't settle for pretty acreage. Go for functional acreage. The right ranch home will make your horse life easier, not more complicated. The second type of Southern Arizona ranch buyer is the privacy seeker, someone who dreams of space. They want peace and quiet. They want elbow room. They want to hear the desert at night, and they want the stars, and they want to breathe. Privacy seekers are often people coming from big, fast-paced cities like Phoenix, Los Angeles, Seattle, or even Denver. Many of them are remote workers, young families, or retirees who are over the noise, the traffic, and the crowds. They want acreage, natural desert, mature vegetation, views, distance from neighbors, a long driveway, and no HOA. Privacy seekers don't always need horse amenities, they don't always need infrastructure, but they do need a feeling, the feeling of space. These buyers love areas like Tanque Verde, Vail, and the outer parts of Tucson where you get that tucked away feeling without being truly remote. The biggest mistake privacy seekers make is underestimating the maintenance. Acreage is definitely beautiful, but acreage needs upkeep. Gates, fencing, driveways, desert overgrowth, it all takes time and effort. But for these buyers, the trade-off is fully worth it. They're buying peace, and you can't put a price on that. This buyer type is one of my favorites because they fall in love with an emotion of ranch living before they fall in love with the home. These are the people who picture themselves drinking coffee on their front porch while watching the sunrise hit the mountains. They imagine outdoor dinners under string lights. They imagine the smell of desert rain. They imagine a slower, more grounded life. They want character, charm, mountain views, desert sunsets, a unique home, and a warm, grounded lifestyle. They don't need 5 acres. They don't need a full barn setup. They don't even need a giant workshop. They need a home that feels right. This buyer type is drawn to authenticity. They love Adobe architecture. They love rustic touches, and they love the idea of a home with history or personality. The biggest mistake they make in buying purely on emotion, because here's the truth, a ranch lifestyle home still needs the right systems: water, septic, access, and functionality. If you're a Western lifestyle romantic, the key is balance. Follow the heart, but check the details. This type of buyer is incredibly common in Southern Arizona, especially in ranch style areas with bigger lots. The multi-generational buyer is looking for a main house, a casita or guest house, an RV garage, a workshop, a flexible layout, space for adult children, or space for aging parents. This is someone who wants everyone to be close, but not too close. They often need the most square footage and the most flexible property layout. Acreage does matter. Driveway space matters, separate entrances matter, and storage matters. This buyer type loves ranch properties because they offer room to grow, room to customize, and room to create something that works for the whole family. The biggest mistake multi-generational buyers make is assuming they can add a casita or an ADU anywhere. But zoning does matter, and the utilities matter, and setbacks matter. Water capacity matters. So if you're this type of buyer, the key is planning. Don't just buy for today, buy for tomorrow's needs too. This buyer type exploded in the last few years. These are the buyers who want a lifestyle that feels grounded, practical, and hands-on. They want chickens, goats, a garden, fruit trees, room for tools and other equipment, along with maybe a workshop, maybe a greenhouse, maybe even a small livestock area. They're not trying to run a full ranch. They want a homestead. They want to grow things and they want self-sufficient vibes. They want space and freedom and the ability to create something that feels very personal. The biggest mistake that hobby ranchers make is underestimating how much space they actually need. Chickens, easy. Goats, manageable. But once you start adding sheds, gardens, fencing, and tools, you'll be shocked how fast you outgrow on your acre. So if you're the buyer type thinking ahead, dream big and buy enough land to support the entire dream. So which one are you? Now that you've heard these 5 ranch buyer personalities, tell me in the comments, which one are you? And if you're between 2 types, tell me both. Most people fall into 2 categories. For example, a privacy seeker who's also a Western lifestyle romantic, or a multi-generational buyer who also wants a little of the hobby homestead. Your personality type tells us everything about you. The acreage you need, the layout that fits your lifestyle, whether you need horse amenities, whether you need a workshop, maybe you need a casita or flat land, how far out you can realistically live, and what kind of ranch lifestyle actually makes sense for you. So if you're thinking about buying a ranch property, acreage home, or lifestyle home anywhere in Southern Arizona, text me at 520-980-9880 and tell me which buyer type you think you are. I will send you my buyer guide, seller guide, or relocation guide depending on where you are in your journey. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, and comment below with the ranch buyer personality type you are. I respond personally to every single comment. I'm Meagan Estee, your AZ homegirl. I help people just like you buy, sell, and live confidently in Tucson and Southern Arizona. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.